What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel, and welcome back to our video. Today, I'm doing race picks for the 2025 Hard Rock Bet 300. Let's go ahead and just jump straight into it. This weekend, the NASCAR Xfinity Series has a Homestead Miami Speedway, a 1.5-mile racetrack that usually puts on some really fantastic and great racing. You can use the high line, the middle line, and the bottom line, and the racing generally is really fantastic and really good at this track. The last time it ran here at Homestead Miami, we saw Austin Hill pick up a win to clinch his way into the championship 4. He's looking to get his second straight win at Homestead Miami and pick up a second win of 2025. So now, we're going to go ahead and jump into picks. But before we go ahead and jump into picks, let's take a look at the weather for this weekend. So the weather for this weekend is looking extremely promising. It's going to be 77 degrees a high with 59 degrees as well, with only a 10% chance of rain with partly cloudy skies. Going to be some really nice weather headed out to Homestead this weekend. Going to be some really nice weather at the racetrack this weekend. Before jumping to picks as well, another big thing to know. This is the first of the 4 Dasher Cash races that is going to take place in 2025. The 4 drivers going for it this weekend are Justin Allgaier, Jesse Love, Austin Hill, and Sam Mayer. The driver across the finish line first of these 4 drivers will win an extra $100,000, which will be really good use for those teams, and it could help these teams propel themselves maybe to a longer run in the playoffs in 2025. So now, we're going to go ahead and jump into picks. For those who are new to the channel, here's how picks usually work. I do 2 suck picks, 2 drivers who really will not have a good run this weekend, or I expect to struggle, who aren't good at this type of track. I do 2 underdog picks, 2 drivers who desperately need a good run, and I think will have a good run this weekend, or doing a really good job at under-fun equipment to start the year. And I do my winner's pick, the driver thinks going to win the race overall, and neither drivers need to watch out for, and usually for the Xfinity Series and the Truck Series, I got 4 drivers need to watch out for, along with the race winner. So now, let's jump into picks. Who are my suck picks for the 2025 Hard Rock Bet 300? My first suck pick for this weekend at Homestead is a driver of the 26 car for Sam Hunt Racing, Dean Thompson. Dean Thompson's been very mediocre to start the 2025 year. He's never ran really good at this racetrack either in the Craftsman Truck Series, and generally Sam Hunt Racing's been up and down to start the year. He's been caught up in a couple crashes and incidents, and I just don't really see the speed that this team is going to need if they're going to want to contend for a championship or even a playoff spot this year. I think Dean Thompson's not an awful race car driver, but he's been off to a really bad start, and I think the bad season is going to continue for Dean. I think he's unfortunately going to struggle this weekend, unfortunately, at Homestead. My second suck pick for this weekend at Homestead is a driver of the 27 car for Jordan Anderson Racing, Jeb Burton. Now, Jeb Burton's been off to a really strong start in 2025. He's had a lot of really good performances, and I believe is still currently in the playoffs at the moment. However, historically, I believe in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, Jeb Burton has not ran that great at this track. And historically, I believe Jordan Anderson Racing's also not really had good speed at this track, though I think they've had good speed to start the year. But I just have a bad feeling for Jeb. I don't think this is going to be the trend for Jeb for the majority of this season, but I think it's going to be a little bit of struggle for him. Unfortunately, I think he finishes in the back of the field this weekend at Homestead. And now we're going to go ahead and jump on the underdog picks for the 2025 Hard Rock Bet 300. Who are my underdog picks? My first underdog pick for this weekend at Homestead is a driver of the 25 car for AM Racing, Harrison Burton. Harrison Burton has been doing a really good job in the AM Racing car throughout the early portion of 2025. He scored, I believe, 3 top 10s in the first 5 races of the year, and has even, I believe, led a couple laps throughout the season as well. And I think the trend is going to continue. He's been doing a much better job than Hailie Deegan did behind the wheel of this car. He's just been doing a really solid job in Xfinity Series equipment. He had a lot of pressure going on to perform, and I think he's been doing a solid job on performance to start off the early portion of the year. I think it will also continue. I think he's going to have another good run. He's been solid at Homestead in the past, especially in Xfinity competition. I think we'll have a good run for sure this weekend at Homestead. My second underdog pick for this weekend at Homestead is the driver of the 24 car for Sam Hunt Racing, Corey Heim. Corey Heim is making a second Xfinity Series start of 2025. The last time he ran Xfinity was at Circuit Americas about 3 weeks ago, and he did a really good job before getting spun by the eventual of the race, Connor Zillage. I think Corey Heim is going to have a good car. He's been solid here in the Truck Series. He's going to be one of the favorites to win the Truck Race on Friday night, but I think he could contend for a top 10. 23XI is also helping the team a little bit, so I think that's going to do some stuff. They're bringing sponsorship over. Some of those sponsors are working with him this weekend, and I think that Corey Heim will have a really strong and a pretty good performance for sure this weekend at Homestead. And now we're going to go ahead and jump on to the winner's pick for the 2025 Hard Rock Bet 300. Who am I picking to win? Now, normally when it comes to Dasher Cash races, Cup Series drivers are not eligible to run. That changed at the beginning of the year. And there's one driver from the Cup Series who is running this weekend at Homestead. And I think this guy is going to go to victory lane. He's looking to win his first triple sweep of the weekend running the Cup, Xfinity, and Truck races. I'm picking the same guy I picked to win the Truck race. I am picking the driver, the number 17 car for Hendrick Motorsports, Kyle Larson, to pick up his first Xfinity Series victory of 2025. Kyle Larson's historically really good at Homestead. He won here in the Xfinity Series, I believe, back in 2015, and this is one of Kyle Larson's bread and butter tracks. Plus, the 17 car came very close to winning at Phoenix with Alex Bowman for getting put on the wall with Eric Almirola. I think that Kyle Larson is going to have a really strong performance. I think he's going to be the one to beat this weekend. I think he's going to dominate, add more laps led total in Xfinity Series competition. I think Kyle Larson gets another Xfinity Series win this weekend at Homestead. And now we're going ahead and jump on to the drivers you need to watch out for this weekend at Homestead. Who should you have your eyes out on? The first driver to watch out for this weekend at Homestead is the driver of the 21 car for Richard Childress Racing, Austin Hill. Austin Hill is very underrated at Homestead. He won a Truck Series race here back in 2019, and he also comes in as a defending winner. I think he's got the best chance of all the four drivers competing for the Dasher Cash to win. He's been really good here before. I think the speed is going to show up for Austin Hill. I think he's going to be a major factor. I think he's going to have a good enough car definitely to contend. He's shown some really good early season speed. I think Austin Hill will contend for the win this weekend at Homestead. The second driver to watch out for this weekend at Homestead is a driver of the 88 car for Junior Motorsports, Connor Zilisch. Connor Zilisch has had a lot of speed to start the early portion of the year. However, he has not had the finishes to show for, and I think a lot of that is due to rookie inexperience. But if he has the speed like he had at Vegas and just keep it on the track and not make mistakes like speeding on pit road, I think he will be a threat to win. Because I know he finished 11th last time we were here, but I think that he is going to be much quicker. I think he's going to have a fast enough car to contend. We've seen the Junior Motorsports cars be really good historically when Noah Gragson was there a couple years ago. I think that Connor Zilisch is going to run really strong and contend for his second win of 2025 this weekend. The third driver to watch out for this weekend at Homestead is a driver 7 car for Junior Motorsports, Justin Allgaier. Justin Allgaier is currently leading the points in the NASCAR Xfinity Series and is coming off of picking up a win at Las Vegas. And historically, Justin Allgaier has been pretty good at Homestead Miami Speedway. He's never won here before, but he's been a contender multiple different times. I think Justin Allgaier is going to be a factor to go to victory lane. I think there's a realistic possibility that he could pick up a second straight win. He hasn't gone back-to-back for wins in a very long time, I believe, but I think Allgaier's got a good chance to do that. I think the speed will be there, and I think he'll have a good chance and opportunity to get that win this weekend at Homestead. And the fourth final driver that I think you should watch out for this weekend at Homestead is a driver of the 41 car for the Haas factory team, Sam Mayer. Outside of getting crashed at Atlanta Motor Speedway, Sam Mayer has been having the best start he's ever had in the Xfinity Series season. He scored multiple top 5s. I think he's got 2 or 3 top 5s to start this year and has led laps in a couple of the races early in the year. While he's not picked up that win, he also comes as a former winner at this track back in 2023, holding up a hard-charging Riley Herbst. I think Sam Mayer is going to have a very fast car. I think the Haas factory team speed has been there to start the year, and I think that speed will continue as I believe Sam Mayer will have a really good chance and opportunity to definitely contend for the win this weekend at Homestead. So, those are my race picks for the 2025 Hard Rock Bet 300 at Homestead. Just a reminder, my suck picks are Dean Thompson, Jeb Burton. My underdog picks are Harrison Burton, Corey Heim. My winner's pick is Kyle Larson. And the ones to watch out for are Austin Hill, Connor Zilisch, Justin Allgaier, and Sam Mayer. Those are my race picks. So, that is going to be it for the race picks video for the 2025 Hard Rock Bet 300 at Homestead, Miami. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so that if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support me on Patreon as well. Let's go below that and comment your picks below for this weekend at Homestead. Let me know your suck picks, let me know your underdog picks, let me know your winner's pick, and let me know drivers you're watching out for this weekend at Homestead. Let me know your picks in the comments below. I'm not sure if I'm going to have another video dropping today on the channel, but I know for sure there's going to be one video coming tomorrow with the Cup Series race picks for the race at Homestead. We also will have the paint scheme video dropping as well. Then on Friday, we should have a NASCAR news video discussing news over the course of the last couple days. We'll talk a little bit more about practice. We'll talk about some other news that's come out, like Patrick Starpoli getting some starts with Sam Hunt Racing. We'll talk about people like Haley Deegan, Carl Edwards, Kurt Busch, Kyle Busch, Shane Van Gisbergen, who picked up some new sponsorship for the weekend. Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott, Bubba Walls, Roger Kroof, Sam Mayer, Sheldon Creed, Junior Motorsports, Eric Omroll. We'll talk about all the good stuff on the channel over the course of the next couple weeks as we go farther into the season. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.